87-year-old neighbor kept telling me there was a man living in my attic, and I called Adult Protective Services on her before I heard the footsteps. Mrs. Callahan knocked on my door at 6:42 a.m. on a Monday. She was still in her nightgown, hair uncombed, eyes wild. "There's a man in your attic." "What?" "I saw him through your window." "A man." I looked at my second floor window. "You couldn't see into my attic from her house." "Wrong angle entirely." "Mrs. Callahan, there's no one in my attic." "I saw him." She'd been getting worse. Last month, she'd accused the mailman of stealing her newspapers. Before that, she'd called the police about teenagers breaking into her garden. The police found nothing. Her daughter lived in Seattle. I had her number for emergencies. "I'll check my attic, okay? But I think maybe you should go back inside and rest." She grabbed my arm. Her grip was surprisingly strong. "Please, I'm not crazy. There's a man living up there." I checked my attic to humor her. Just boxes and Christmas decorations. No man. No evidence anyone had been there. She knocked again that afternoon. "Did you find him?" "There's no one there, Mrs. Callahan. But I saw, maybe you saw a shadow or a reflection." Her face crumpled. She looked suddenly small and old. "You think I'm senile?" "I think maybe you're stressed. Should I call your daughter?" She left without answering. I felt terrible, but what else could I do? She was clearly confused. The knocking continued. Every day, sometimes twice. Always the same story. A man in my attic. She'd seen him moving around, heard him walking. "Mrs. Callahan, I've checked 6 times. There's nothing there." "Then why do I hear footsteps at night?" "Old houses make noise. Not like this." I started avoiding her. Would check through the peephole before leaving. If I saw her on her porch, I'd wait until she went inside. My boyfriend thought it was funny. Maybe she's right. Maybe you've got a secret attic man. Not helping. 2 weeks later, she was at my door at 5 a.m. Pounding, not knocking. "He's there right now. I can see his shadow moving." I opened the door in my pajamas. "Mrs. Callahan, please stop. There's no one in my attic. This has to stop. Come to my house. I'll show you." "No. Please, just look from my window. If you don't see anything, I'll leave you alone. I promise." Her hands were shaking. She looked like she hadn't slept in days. "Fine, one time. Then we're calling your daughter." I followed her to her house. She led me upstairs to a bedroom window, pointed at my house. I couldn't see anything. Just my attic window. Dark. "There's nothing." Then I saw it. A shadow moved across the window. Just for a second. My throat tightened. "That's just the curtain or something." "Curtains don't move like people." I stared at the window. Saw nothing else. "I'll call the police when I get home." "You won't. You'll convince yourself you didn't see it." She was right. By the time I walked home, I'd already decided it was nothing. A tree branch, a bird, something. I didn't call the police. I went to work. Mrs. Callahan knocked again that evening. I didn't answer. She knocked the next morning. I ignored it. I stopped answering her knocks entirely. After a week, they stopped coming. I felt relieved and guilty, but mostly relieved. Then one night, I woke up at 3:18 a.m. to a sound above my bedroom. Footsteps, slow, deliberate, walking across my attic. My whole body went cold. Old houses settle, pipes make noise. I'd lived here 4 years. I knew every sound this place made. This wasn't one of them. I lay in bed, frozen, listening. The footsteps moved from one end of the attic to the other, stopped directly above me, then started coming down the attic stairs, the stairs that opened into the hallway outside my bedroom. I grabbed my phone and locked my bedroom door, hands shaking so badly I could barely turn the lock. Called 911 and whispered that someone was in my house. The footsteps stopped outside my door. I watched the handle turn, slowly, testing if it was locked. Police arrived in 4 minutes. Found a man named David Brewer living in my attic. He'd been there for 7 weeks. He had a sleeping bag, jugs of water, crackers and beef jerky, a bucket he'd been using as a toilet, photos of me on his phone, hundreds of them, sleeping, showering, changing clothes. He'd been coming down every night while I slept, going through my things, standing over my bed, watching. Police said he'd been entering through a loose attic vent. They found the entry point. I'd never even noticed it. Mrs. Callahan had been right about everything. I went to apologize the next day. Her daughter answered the door. "She passed away yesterday. Heart attack." I haven't lived in that house since.